But remember, yoga is dualistic. Don't project Advaita Vedanta. Everybody's projecting Advaita Vedanta all of a sudden. Advaita Vedanta is kind of somehow or other monistic Hinduism, Neo-Advaita, gets transported at the end of the 19th century by Vivekananda, and some or other has pervaded the high streets and the mainstreams of, East-West bookstores in the West, and everybody thinks that your Hinduism is monistic. The soul merges into something Brahman and loses its individuality. No, it does in Advaita Vedanta, yes, but that's one little sub-school. Just happens to become a big sub-school in our day and age. Yeah. Actually, Advaita Vedanta is a subset. It's a very minority position in Indian philosophy. All the other 5 schools of Indian philosophy are pluralistic. There are eternal plurality of Purushas, and even Vedanta, the bulk of Vedanta is pluralistic, the Vaishnava traditions, Ramanuja, Madhva, and so forth. So in that sense, it's only Advaita Vedanta and the Shakta traditions that do not recognize the individuality of the Purusha in the liberated state. They would say it loses that individuality, and for them, that's part of the enlightenment process. See, what is the Atman? What is the Purusha? Well, it's Sat, it's eternal, it's Chit, its very nature is conscious. Sankhya and Yoga don't speak of Ananda. They would just say liberation is freedom from suffering. They don't assign a positive quality of Ananda. Vedanta does that. Vedanta does that in a big way because of the, Vedanta is all about the Upanishads, and the Brihad speaks about the bliss of the Atman. And so Sat and Chit, and it's an individual. It's an individual. It has, it's an anu, it's an anutva. It's an individual. There's no, Sankhya Yoga does not take the view that it merges into some other greater Brahman type, all-pervading entity. Right. No, each Purusha is absorbed in its own nature, and they're all simultaneously absorbed in their own nature, and they're all infinite. Right. They're infinite. So you have this rather peculiar situation where you have an infinity of Purushas, all infinite. So they co-penetrate each other. They must do. It would be like having a room with 100 light bulbs. So the light of each light bulb pervades the whole room. So you could say the light, the light merges, but each light bulb is an individual.
It's distinct.
Yoga is dualistic. One Atman is distinct from another Atman. And there is a super distinct Atman called Param Atman. Patanjali calls him a Purusha Vishesha. Same thing. Parama Atma, Supreme Atman, Purusha Vishesha, a special kind of Purusha, distinct from all others.